Sometimes people have a complete lack of understanding of light, and they're unaware of the reflections inside of a camera, so they attribute any light that shows up in their photos as Nibiru or Planet X. Don't be fooled by apparent objects that are actually light reflected off the lens of the camera. Other times the apparent object is swamp gas or a weather balloon, and people think it's a planet. Folks, Nibiru has a mass 23 times that of Earth, and that's because it's mostly very dense iron. This makes it a very large and powerful magnet. And I know what you're thinking. Earth's a magnet, Nibiru is another magnet, but Nibiru is the big bully, so Earth is going to do whatever Nibiru dictates. Nibiru, or Planet X, is a magnet, and Nibiru does have a mass of 23 times that of Earth. So if it was in the neighborhood, it would be pulling and pushing on our tectonic plates and causing a lot of volcanoes and earthquakes on Earth like we've been having. And when you consider also that the USGS reduced the number on the Richter scale so that a 7 earthquake is now only a 6, and that's 1/10 of the energy, then obviously if we have a 7 earthquake now, it's really an 8, which means it's 10 times more energy than the reported 7. So they're playing games with us. I know you can never trust government. They never tell the truth about anything, and playing with this Richter scale is just one more trick from their bag of tricks. So what's really going on? I don't know. I'm going to wait until I actually see Nibiru in the sky or Planet X, and then I'll panic. Until then, I'm just going to play it cool. Now, if Nibiru was really up there, would they tell you? Of course not, because it would probably interrupt your payments to the IRS, and we don't want to cheat those guys out of their money. They have a right to your wages. We wouldn't want to interrupt any money that's flowing into those accounts of the bankers who receive $47 million an hour from us. Heaven forbid, it might mean that they might have to do without one of their vacation homes, and we wouldn't want that. When you look up in the sky and you actually see Nibiru, then you can panic. But don't be fooled by weather balloons and swamp gas. I have an example to show you. In this case, the perceived object is not light reflected from the camera, but it's obviously a weather balloon. And you can even see the pattern on the side that shows that it's made of a lightweight material, probably cloth of some kind, coated with aluminum. Here, let me just show you the photos. I won't talk. I'll just show you some pictures and you decide for yourself. Nibiru is visible from the South Pole. Sometimes people have a complete lack of understanding of light, and they're unaware of the reflections inside of a camera, so they attribute any light that shows up in their photos as Nibiru or Planet X. Don't be fooled by apparent objects that are actually light reflected off the lens of the camera. Other times the apparent object is swamp gas or a weather balloon, and people think it's a planet. Folks, Nibiru has a mass 23 times